The force of attraction and repulsion between particles is known as electric force. Electrons of atoms can move from one to another. If an object gains electrons, it's negatively charged. If it loses electrons, it's positively charged. Electrons are negative. Electrons can be transferred between two neutral objects. Static electricity is imbalance of electric charge. It's called static because the charges are fixed in their location. As one object loses electrons, the other gains it. Opposites attract like charges, repel a greater charge on each object will increase the electric force between objects. If the objects are further from each other, the electric force is weaker. Conductivity refers to the ability of a substance to allow heat or electricity to pass through it. Electrical conductivity is the ability of a substance to allow electrons to move freely through it. Conductors. Electrons move freely, fair. Conductors. Electrons have limited movement. Insulators can be gases, liquids, or solids that resist or block the movement of electrons. Pure water can be an insulator, but with dissolved ions, it becomes a fair conductor. An electroscope is a device used to detect the presence of electric charge. A pith ball is a type of electroscope, a charged object brought near. A neutral pith ball will cause the ball to be attracted to the object. Charging by friction is when two neutral objects are rubbed against each other, the electrons move from one to another. Charging by conduction is when two objects with different amount of electric charge come in contact with each other. Grounding is connecting an electrical device to the Earth's survive. Positively charged objects will receive electrons from ground source. For lighting, the top is positively charged, the bottom is negative, and the attraction causes lightning. The lightning rod is metal at the top. It can conduct the lightning's charge through an insulated wire to the ground. Electricity is uncontrolled transfer of electrons. Current electricity is the controlled transfer of electrons. Different forms of energy, chemical such as gas, thermal such as fire, sound such as music, radiant such as sunlight, mechanical such as wind, electrical such as lighting and home lighting. Energy can be changed from one form to another. Solar panels are light energy to electrical energy. Toaster is electrical energy to thermal energy. Car is chemical to thermal to mechanical. Electrical energy distribution is known as the power grid. Electric cells are portable devices that convert chemical energy to electrical. Electrical energy is provided by the flow of electrons in a circuit measured by joules. Batteries refer to an electric cell that has 2+ cells in combination. A fuel cell is a cell in which a continuous supply of chemicals is pumped through. 1000 joules tawine, 1 kJ, 1 watt high joule per second. Percent efficiency is energy in divided by energy out x 100%. Cost of energy is energy used times kW times time. In a series circuit, the flow of electrons only follows one path. All the loads are connecting to each other in a continuous loop parallel. In a parallel circuit, the flow of electrons can follow multiple paths. At a branch point, the electrons can split like a river series. O1 bulb Brishton. Rest are dimmed, D all are eali brisher. Scenario. Imagine a kitchen. A series circuit can fully light one bulb while the rest will be dim. A parallel circuit can equally light up. The kitchen current is the amount of electrical charge that passes by a point each second. A direct current is when electrons can only flow in one direction. Example would be a battery. An alternating current is when electrons move back and forth, alternating their direction. Most commonly used by household appliances. To measure current, you must use an ammeter, must be connected in a series. An ampere is the measure of the amount of charge moving past a point in the circuit every second. Electrons flow from a negative terminal to a positive terminal. When connecting meters, connect it to its assigning color, black to black, red to red. Potential energy is energy stored in an object. Potential difference is a different wording for voltage, meaning they are the same. Potential difference, aka voltage, measures the energy before and after a component in a circuit. The loss of voltage while passing through load is also known as voltage drop. Measure voltage using a voltmeter. must be connected in parallel, no series circuits. Can measure across a load or an energy source. Resistance and Ohm's law it. Resistance is the ability to slow down the movement of electrons. Is used to represent the units. R represents resistance. Ohm's law is that voltage shocks current and resistance. Resistance varied depending on the wire type. Copper has lower resistance and iron has higher. Length, the longer the wire, the more amount of resistance. Diameter, the thicker it is, the less resistance there is. V divided by I means amps. Series. The voltage of the power source is the sum of the voltage in each load. The current is the same everywhere in the circuit. Parallel. The voltage of the power source is the same as the voltage across each branch. The current is the sum of the current in each branch.